So we're here on the very windy Sea of Galilee, and maybe it was a lot windier than this on a particular night. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning, and a boat was being torn apart. Jesus' disciples were there, but Jesus was nowhere to be found. It's one of my favorite stories in the whole of the Bible. And then in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock, the biggest surprise ever, Jesus is walking to the disciples on the water. At the first, they think it's a ghost. They can't believe that it would be Jesus. But Jesus utters those words that so often we need to hear. Take courage. Don't be afraid. I am here. And in that moment, Peter, the disciple, calls out, Lord, if it's really you, bid me to come to you. And in this fantastic response, Jesus says, come. And then an incredible miracle happens. Jesus bids Peter to come. Peter gets out of the boat and starts to walk on the water towards Jesus. Now, I don't know if you've ever done that. I've tried. It's really, really hard. But Peter looks at Jesus. Jesus is the one he's following. And Peter thinks, if Jesus can do something incredible, if Jesus can do something miraculous, then I can too. And for a moment, he does. And then he starts to look around. He looks at the wind and the waves that are crashing around him, and he takes his eyes off Jesus, and then he sinks. And in that moment, Peter has a choice. Will he call out to the disciples for help, or will he reach out to his Savior? And in vulnerability, he cries out, Jesus, save me. And of course, the Lord does. And with those words, why did you ever doubt me? Why did you have so little faith? And then I can only imagine that Jesus and Peter walked back on the water together to get back into the boat. I love this story because it reminds us that to follow Jesus is not boring, it's not dull, it's a risk-embracing, danger-accepting, water-walking adventure. Jesus is always where it is most risky, he's always where it is most dangerous, and he bids us to come and join him in the great adventure. Will you embrace the great adventure? Will you join in with him in a water-walking faith, not playing it safe on the boat, but being where Jesus is, because that's where the life is, that's where the action is, that's where the miraculous happens. Don't play it safe. Dare to declare to a world that says Christianity is boring, that it is not boring. It's a life-changing adventure following Christ wherever he leads us.